Peace and greetings, everyone. It's Christina from Witches and Company. This is the part 2 of that video of what is spirit. And in this video, I'm going to discuss animals and totems and how they represent spirituality. First, I'm going to get into what are animals. Animals are actually the fairy kingdom. And we think that the fairy kingdom has Tinkerbell or some little, mythological creature and things like that. And that limits the way that the fairy kingdom can communicate with us. So what is fairies? Fairies are bumblebees, butterflies, caterpillars, centipedes, scorpions, roaches, ticks, fleas, cats, dogs, cows, birds. That is the entire fairy kingdom. And that is our totems. So if you see a bird or a bug, you can look it up in Google and you can type, cardinal totem. And then, search. My favorite is Lynn's Domain. I really like the way that they compress it and put it together for a quick understanding. It's another website. I think it's spiritanimal.com, and it gives a lot of keywords. And so what is spirit? Spirit communicates through animals. And that's a way spirit communicates to us because, like I said in the previous video, we believe spirit to be some type of form or something we can't see. And so when you have a house infested with, bugs, or you go outside and a bug lands on you or a butterfly lands on your car, look up what that totem means. Look up what that animal totem means to understand what spirit is trying to communicate with you through the animal. Animals give us great signs. We know, and I was talking to a good friend of mine, Daryl, and he was saying, how when people see birds, go migrate to the south, that's a sign that cold weather is coming. So we don't actually need meteorologists and things like that. But because we have limited what spirit is now, meteorologists now have to tell you what the weather is and things like that. One thing I know is that when it's about to rain and things like that, my cat gets into a little mood where she kind of just stares out the window and sits there. And I'm like, oh, well, it must be about to rain and things like that. Animals are symbols of spirit to give us messages. So if you're a person with a cat, look up the totem to know why you attracted that cat, why you have that cat in your life. What is the purpose of that cat? And what is the message that spirit is trying to communicate through the cat? When you going out and you're like, oh, I'm going to get a dog today. Why? What spirituality is pushing you to get that dog? What does that dog mean? What is its purpose? What has it came to do? So I think that because cats and dogs have eyes, we start thinking that they're humans. We get really attached to them. I love Lexi very much, guys. She is my favorite cat I have ever had. She probably will be my last cat I ever have because I understand what journey that me and Lexi are on. When I got Lexi, I was very independent. I thought I could do everything by myself. I don't need help. Well, that is how a cat acts. A cat doesn't run in packs. A cat doesn't need you to protect it. It doesn't need you to feed it. It will survive on its own, reduplicate. As you know, we have so many cats in this world, so many stranded cats and homeless cats and things like that. They are a symbolic representation of our independent personality traits that we think we don't need anybody. So when I was aware that this was my personality trait and that it was blocking people from helping me or blocking my friendships to be more codependent, I got Lexi. And when I got Lexi, I put in the mindset of I'm getting this cat to go on a journey to remove my independent personality traits. When I first got Lexi, she was, we found her outside. She would eat out the trash. She would eat outside, food outside. She was very independent. So what we did and what I did importantly with my magic is to make Lexi more codependent. Make Lexi more of a cooperator. Make Lexi more of a cat that does need people. So now, Lexi's just relaxing. She has her bed. It looks like she's spoiled. But the thing is that I gave her these things to make her feel comfortable, to allow her to trust me, to allow her to give her loyalty to me. So Lexi is a spirit. I treat Lexi as a spirit. I do know that one day our time will be up with Lexi, and our message and our purpose and our journey will be past. So when you get animals, a bird, and find out what spirit works best with you. Cats are my natural totem. I attract cats. I love cats. People call me Catwoman. My son calls me Catwoman. So I'm naturally a cat totem person. And cats speak to me because we share a lot of characteristic traits. Some people are bird totems, and those totems match them, and those totems will actually help balance you out. When you get the totem or the animal that goes with your energy, it can really help you on your journey. People that are very fearful, scary, they think they need protection. These are people who have big dogs. So people with big dogs, they're naturally scary people. They are scary. They think that the dog can protect them from whatever they need protecting from. People who have small dogs, they want to protect someone else. They want something to be loyal to, something to love them, because the dog and dogs are people pleasers. Cats are not people pleasers. They don't care if you like them. They don't care as long as it's food in their bowl. They're not going to bother you. They're not going to see you come through the door and run through the door and jump and lick all on your face like they missed you. That's something that dogs do. So people with dog totems, dog is also connected to Anubis, which is removing those fears from your heart to pass the gates to the underworld. When your heart is weighed on the scales. The birds are connected to Haru or Jesus or the sun and things like that, because they fly high. They can see above. So therefore, birds are prophecy totems, and they remind you to look ahead, to look at the full picture, not to just have one vision. So a bird, when it's high in the sky, it sees everything. It doesn't see that's my house, that's your house, that's the building, that's the church, that's the grocery store. It just sees a bunch of buildings. So learn from those totems when they enter your life. Each bird has a different spiritual meaning, but that's the overall message of the bird is prophesizing, planning, proper planning, seeing ahead, seeing the larger picture of things. And then the cat totem is independence, seeing things that aren't there, that we think aren't there, because a lot of people are like, cats see things that aren't there. They see what is there that we don't see with our physical eye. So learn what animal has entered into your life. Study that animal, its characteristic traits. The colors on the animals and on the birds and on the butterflies also have a message. Lexi is black and white. Black and white is the third eye of the light and the darkness coming together to create color. Lexi is black and white, also symbolizing balance between darkness and light. So study those colors on the totems, the characteristic traits of the totem. Is it aggressive? Is it scary? Is it fearful? Did it approach you? Did it ask you for anything? Did you feed it? What messages did you get from that totem? And so now, guys, that we know what the fairy kingdom is, we can understand, Tinkerbell. And we can understand these movies who create these mythological creatures that are really just, a way to express the way that the butterfly communicates, or express the way that the locust communicates. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate you guys. I'll be back with the next video.